No, my 4-year-old doesn't even like that.
No,
Oh my goodness.
Me too. And then half your fries are gone.
Yes, exactly.
I know.
Just give them to me. Just give them to me
Okay,
next time.
I'm going
I'll
to have
be
a
the
huge
disposal.
bag of cold potato wedges for you. Right now, guys, good morning to you. Happy Wednesday in Morganton. It's 40 degrees right now, and we're looking okay from this spot. Just talking to James, you look at the visibility, and it's 0 miles here. The wind is calm. Well, not here from this view, but from where we're collecting this data there at the airport, you can see Morganton again, county, and just a mile in Hickory. So starting you off with the visibility map, because we are dealing with a little bit of dense fog, but you know, I was traveling along 85 to get here, and I ran into no sorts of fog or issues on the roads pertaining to the weather. I mean, it's 44 in Gastonia, 47 right now in Shelby, 50 in Charlotte, and 51 in Rock Hill. So overall, our temperatures are feeling pretty good out there this morning. We do have some clouds, and our clouds are not going to completely dissipate for today. Not going to see wall-to-wall sunshine, but we will, however, see some sun as we head through the day. Dealing with more morning clouds, though, 75, mid-70s. So today's really the start of that warming trend, but we'll continue on that pace as we head through the rest of the week and heading into the weekend. You can see here on your future track, we're not going to be tracking any rain. The stiff southwesterly winds really going to dominate our area. We're going to keep those temperatures well above average. The average is 61. We'll be at 75 as we head through Wednesday. Come Thursday, 78 degrees. Forecasting right at that record as we head through the day on Friday, but then we stay in the 80s until a cold front ends up knocking us back into the 60s. So that is back in the forecast. But ahead of that, guys, there's a stalled front off to the north, keeping a lot of the moisture up there. But we're going to be in this warm sector, getting a lot of warmth as we head through the rest of the week. That'll carry us into the weekend as well, until rain gets a little bit closer to us. Adding some humidity to that warmth could end up prompting a couple of thunderstorms across the area. I think a few rumbles of thunder possible in the high country as we head into Friday and Saturday, but by Sunday, even here across the Piedmont, where we do start to get an increased rain chance rising. Hearing experts are raising awareness for hearing loss in children.
Yeah, it's a big issue, and if left undetected, it can have a significant impact on healthy development. Mandy Gaither has the warning signs and how parents can help protect their child's hearing. Down memory lane, you're going to relive it in a little bit,
Yeah.
but they do come in. It's one of the first tests they do for a newborn. Come in and they have a hearing expert come in and make sure everything is okay. And I remember everything is going through my mind as a parent at that time. I was like, please let them pass this test. But the good news is, even if there is hearing loss, there's a lot of things that you can do now that weren't available when we were young.
Yeah, so my second child, Holland, he failed that hearing test the first time in one of his ears, and I was like, oh no, now what do we do? And then they did it again like 10 minutes later and he passed. So it is scary. And it's scary too, because they're obviously kids. They can't talk. They can't tell you, oh, I can't see, I can't hear. So these hearing tests are so important. But as Mandy Gaither said, it's impacting 2 in 1,000 infants.
We haven't even gotten to the vision test
I
part
know.
of that. That's both of my daughter's parents, me and my wife, have terrible vision. Do you wear glasses?
I don't, no.
Okay.
No, we have wonderful vision, Chris.
Yeah, but you
I'm
can't
very
sing,
blessed.
so that's okay.
Can't sing or dance.
And who knows what's going to happen to poor baby, because he's been listening to Rising for like the past all 9 months of the pregnancy, it sounds like. So he's going to have some...
He's going to come out a meteorologist. He hears me talking about all this. So let's go ahead and get right to your weather-wise forecast. We are still dealing with the clouds. It looks like a pretty nice sunrise over the Speedway right now. Some clouds out there in the high country. But you look at your current conditions, 48 in Salisbury, 43 in Albemarle, with 50 in Charlotte right now. So 50 in Charlotte and 51 in Boone. High country, you're still feeling pretty nice out there right now. But look at this day. I mean, beautiful. This is a windows open type of day, but be careful if you do suffer from allergies. Pollen counts now are really going to start to skyrocket. We'll see these temperatures in the mid 70s out there today, and between a warm sector, a stalled front to our north, a cold front out to the west, and just some clouds and warmth here across the WCCB Charlotte area. We'll be warming up from here. Today, actually, the coolest day that we'll see out of the next not only 3, but probably the next 5 to 6 days. 78 for Thursday. 80 as we head through the day on Friday. So you look at your future track. Here are these southwesterly winds pumping in that warmth, mid 70s out there today. Tonight, not going to be too cool. We'll be falling into the mid 50s out there, still holding that southwesterly flow, and that will be the trend. Rain chances, unfortunately, really few and far between. Not expecting much measurable rainfall over at least the next probably 3 days. I do think a couple of rumbles of thunder possible up in areas of the high country by Friday into Saturday morning. It's really going to be on Sunday that those rain chances turn a little bit more scattered, not just rain, but the potential for a couple of thunderstorms as well before a cold front ends up marching across the area by the middle of next week. So overall, we are going to be in the spring-like pattern of severe weather preparedness week. And today we focus on one of the most dangerous threats that we face here in the Carolinas. It's damaging wind, tornadoes, and hail. I break down where to go and what to do before a warning is issued. Let's talk tornado terminology, and we'll go ahead and start with a watch. This is where conditions are favorable for tornadoes to form. Think of it like baking a cake. You have all of the ingredients. It's just not yet put together. But when the cake is then put together, you have that tornado warning, meaning take action. A tornado has likely been spotted or is radar indicated. And at the top of the scale here, we have tornado emergencies. Now, this means take action right away. There's a severe threat to human life and or catastrophic damage will likely occur.
Great information there, Kaitlin. Thank you.
Yeah, so many people do get confused of a watch and a warning. And I actually find myself a couple times saying, oh, there's a warning, but really it's just a watch. So just remember, a watch, the conditions are there. It's possible that something happens, but a warning is it's radar indicated or has been spotted. And of course, emergency, the highest end of those.
Yeah, to make things even, we'll try to make it a little bit more simple, that watches are a lot broader. They usually cover entire states at a time, multiple counties, while a warning is usually just 1 or 2 counties, or even as small as just 1 town.
Luckily, a lot of houses here.
Interior room of your home. So it could be a pantry, it could be a bathroom downstairs, it could even be a closet. And something good to have is a helmet. I know that sounds a little silly, or a pillow, or if it's a big enough space, even a mattress, because most fatalities, most deaths from even damaging winds that could be that strong or tornadoes are blunt force trauma to the head. So you want to always be sure you're protecting your head.
Did you guys ever do like the egg drop in high school where like the goal was to protect the egg from cracking in a shoebox? It's kind of like that. You want to put as many walls and as many soft things as possible between you and the storm, away from windows, away from anything that could be exposed or also turn into a debris. If it hits you, going 100 miles per hour, that's usually not going to be a good result for you.
We got a lot of trees around here, so.
Yes, we do. And this just reminded me, during the winter storms that we had, it's hard to believe it was just a month ago with the weather we're experiencing now. My mom and I kind of and have any free time. I know we're all crazy busy. This is just a good reminder that we should all have something like that on hand.
And on Saturday, that is to make sure that you do have a plan in case, and I'll be turning a story on that again. Saturday, you can tune in then.
So stick around. Now, thankfully, we have no crazy severe weather threat, but rumbles of thunder could be back in the Batesville 3 miles as you head toward Monroe. Now, these temp 50s out there, we're 50 and Charlotte at 55 degrees. So your day planner today, guys, we're to 60 by 10 o'clock. That's higher than our high the last couple of days. And then we're going to keep on going up, mid 70s out there as we head through the day today. Southwesterly wind keeps us warm as we head through today. Even tonight, dropping into the middle 50s. Tomorrow, even warmer out there and still holding that southwesterly flow. So 78 for your Thursday, 80, which is our record for the day on Friday. And then we'll just be bouncing back between about 80 and 82 or 83 degrees. So looking pretty nice as we head through the rest of this week. Very warm because of this weather pattern with a lot of the moisture up to the north and to the west, but eventually that moisture will get a little bit closer here to our area, so we'll be warm and humid, which could result in a couple of thunderstorms across the area. So really a perfect time to be a little bit of filler, a little bit of work done, and he looks different.
He's just getting older. I mean, that's just what happens. And I got to tell you, like, that's like an ultimate fear of mine, that, you know, you just look so bad that people think you're someone else. Like, that's just got to be devastating for him. You know? So hopefully he just hasn't been paying attention to the headlines. We still love you, Jim Carrey.
Of course. I mean, to your point, Kaitlin, it does look like there was something done, some kind of like cosmetic enhancement. And then, you know, take Zac Efron, for example, right? He he was under fire fairly recently for, you know, having cosmetic enhancements. And I mean, being in the limelight like that in Hollywood, it has to be so hard. And to your point, James, getting older is hard enough. And then when you have people constantly criticizing you.
And the whole thing about Zac Efron, the point is you never know what people are going with out of the scenes. Celebrities are people just like us. The thing with Zac Efron, he had reconstructive surgery because he broke his jaw so bad that he basically had to like redo his face. And so people didn't even realize that, and they're clowning on him. And you know, once again, you just don't know what people are going through behind the scenes. So just approach everyone with kindness. That's the best way to go.
And Jim Carrey is amazing. I love Jim Carrey. And I also love you, Kaitlin. I love a weather-wise forecast, and it is that time.
Now 50 in Rock Hill. So again, looking pretty nice now. 42 in Hickory. But you guys, these numbers will jump 10 degrees, I think, over the next probably 2 to 3 hours. So once that sun really starts to rise, this southwesterly wind is already in place. These temperatures are really going to jump up. And you can see here in the day planner, 60 by about 10 o'clock. In the mid 70s, so going to be beautiful as we travel through your Wednesday. A little bit warmer by Thursday and Friday, 80. And 80 is actually our record high for Friday. So we've been kind of teetering between if we'll make it to 80 or 81 or 2, but it's possible we have those record-breaking highs by the end of the week. You can see here on your future track today, these temperatures going to be in the low to mid 70s. Tonight, still holding tight to the southwesterly wind, so not much cool air in place. We'll be in the 50s, about mid 50s out there for tonight into your Thursday morning. And then traveling into the rest of the week, it's really just looking quite warm. Rain chances really few and far between. We get the new drought monitor out tomorrow, and that does include the rainfall that we saw last Thursday. So hopefully we see some improvement. Not anticipating too much though. We need at least an inch or even more a week for several weeks to start to see some improving drought conditions. So in the way of rainfall, it's just not looking like this is going to be much help. Isolated showers Thursday, Friday into Saturday. That rain chance does turn scattered. 48 in Concord. So right now we actually are seeing some of these morning clouds decrease, and meaning we'll see some more sunshine as we head through the day today. We'll check out that day planner for you. These temperatures going to make it into the mid 70s today. It beats the last couple of days if you like the warmth, of course. About 75 degrees for today. Again, seeing some clouds out there this morning. Those clouds will end up decreasing, but the stiff southwesterly wind continuing to pull up this warmth. Not going to see any rain in the forecast today, with lows tonight only falling into the mid 50s. So it is going to feel like spring today, and we're going to continue to jump up on that temperature trend. Our average high, you guys, is 61. So we'll be well above that by Thursday, 78. Come Friday, 80. And our record is actually about 80 degrees for the day as well. So we could break the record or at least tie it. We're going to teeter between about 80 and 82 into Saturday, Sunday, and then heading into Monday as well. But this warmth will continue as a warm front or a stalled front is up to our north, a cold front out to the west. Eventually, we'll get that moisture a little bit closer to our area. So we will be warm and we will be humid, and that means a couple of thunderstorms will be possible if we get enough of that moisture. I'm not going to rule out a few rumbles of thunder in your forecast. Not for today. We're going to stay dry. Stray showers on Thursday and heading into Friday, certainly possible. The highest rain chance will come on Sunday, and that's when a couple of those thunderstorms will be possible as well. So you look at your 5-day rainfall outlook, and unfortunately, you know, I wish we were going to see a little bit more of this, about the half an inch to an inch in the way of the rainfall amounts, but Rock Hill, 48 in Concord. Staying dry out there as we travel through the day today, but we will end up seeing some rain showers in the forecast by Sunday and maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder. It's 46 in Lincolnton, 51 in Gastonia and in Charlotte right now, 52 down in Rock Hill and Chester. So overall, it's a pretty fine morning. It is still a bit chilly, but check out where those temperatures are. I mean, by 10 o'clock this morning, we're about 60 and then touching 70 by about 12:30 to 1 o'clock as you're heading out to lunchtime, or maybe the kids are at 70s by the middle of the day. And yeah, we'll still have some clouds in play today, but again, I'll call it a mix of sun and clouds, or partly sunny skies out there as we head through your Wednesday. A little bit warmer by Thursday. Then a little bit warmer as we head into Friday, about 80 degrees. And that's the record high for Friday. So we could see these record-breaking highs and really spring-like warmth, really almost May warmth as we head into the end of this week and heading into the weekend. So southwesterly winds certainly overtake the area as we head through the next several days. Today, again, staying rain-free, a little bit of dense fog out in areas of the foothills right now, but overall, it is looking pretty nice out there. Rain chances and rainfall totals really not looking like much. It will be hard pressed to see any measurable rain until Sunday, and that's still not etched in stone either. You look at the rain chances the next 7 days, and the highest that we have right now is a 40% chance. So scattered showers, a couple of thunderstorms are possible as we head through Sunday. We're going to have the warmth and we're going to have some increasing humidity, and that could lead to a couple of isolated rumbles of thunder and maybe some measurable rain. But again, it just doesn't look like too much. We will have another cold front middle to late next week. Hopefully that will bring us some rain, but it's certainly just too far to know in advance right now. But just prepare for the warmth. 80 by Friday. We're even as high as almost the mid 80s of severe weather preparedness week. And today we are focusing on one of the most dangerous threats that we face here in the Carolinas: damaging winds, tornadoes, and hail. I break down where to go and what to do before a warning is issued. And we'll go ahead and start with a watch. This is where conditions are favorable for tornadoes to form. Think of it like baking a cake. You have all of the ingredients. It's just not yet put together. But when the cake is then put together, you have that tornado warning, meaning take action. A tornado has likely been spotted or is radar indicated. And at the top of the scale here, we have tornado emergencies. Now, this means take action right away. There's a severe threat to human life and or catastrophic damage. It's important to have a plan with your family. Here in the Carolinas, it can happen so quickly, and we get severe storms. We get all the weather. That's one reason we love living in the Carolinas. We have all the seasons, but that does come with severe weather. So be sure you have at least those 2 ways to receive warnings, and you know where to go. Your kids know, you and your spouse or significant other, if you have one, you guys have a plan. Who's grabbing what kid? Where is the dogs going? Where's our safe place?
Super glad that we have experts in the building like you, meteorologist James Scott, Gerald Megal, Janessa Webb as well, because you know, a lot of people, their only experience with severe weather, if they haven't experienced themselves, is watching like the movie Twister. And so you should not tie yourself to a water spigot with a belt. Now I know you should go to an innermost home that has no windows.
Right,
and a helmet.
Driving a car, don't stop under an overpass either, because of course that could collapse as well. You don't want to be outside, so try to find any type of shelter. And then, as I mentioned, mobile homes are simply not safe. So ahead of time, just make sure you have a structured, sturdy shelter that you can go.
I heard you mention hail too. We get a lot of hail in the Carolinas.
We do.
I got some during my time in Oklahoma. That stuff could be dangerous too. You definitely don't want to be outside measuring that.
Or like looking out the window and one hits the window and hits you. Yeah, so a lot to cover this week, and we'll continue to keep you weather-wise. But right now, let's get you out the door with your forecast. Look at your day planner for as we head into the afternoon with this southwesterly wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So just a little tiny gentle breeze, and again, a pretty beautiful day out there. Here's a check of that future track. Tonight, look at these lows only falling into the middle 50s. as we head into Thursday. We don't stop there, though. We're going to be about 80 as we head into Friday, which 80 is actually the record high for the day. So we could be tying records or breaking them in the way of this heat by the end of this week. Temperatures will keep on rising from there. I have a couple of 82 degrees temperatures in my forecast. I also have an 84-degree temperature, which is, again, more like May to almost early June. Our average high, you guys, is 61. We'll be well above it as we head through not just the next couple of days, but likely for the next about 10 days before a cold front knocks us back to average, which that is in the forecast. But for now, we're going to deal with the warmth, the stalled front out to the north and a cold front to the west, or what's called a warm sector. With the warmth and with some moisture returning, meaning more humidity, there's a chance we get a couple of thunderstorms across the area. Storm Prediction Center, of course, it's way too soon to know if we're any type of risk right now. Not thinking so, but Sunday is the day that we'll have to watch for some scattered showers with some isolated. That's not real. Said again, put a good to the girls and the cars, said again, that would be so annoying. I really can. I said temperatures are sitting in the upper 40s to low 50s right now. 55 in Rock Hill, 48 in Concord, 54 in Boone. We have some clouds out there, you see, from Rock Hill. Seeing from our speed, we also have some blue sky. So I promise you, by about 10 o'clock, some of these temperatures will be near 60, and that's exactly what we'll see as we head into the afternoon. It's 48 in Concord right now, 52 at 54 in Lincolnton, with Shelby sitting at 52 degrees. So I would call it a really decent start out there. We've dealt with a little bit of fog up toward I-40, but other than that, I mean, again, pretty smooth sailing out there this morning. 75 for that high today. It beats the last couple of days if you like the warmth, but our average high is 61, so we'll be well above that as we head through your Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. For Thursday, 78, near record highs. Our record for Friday is 80, and that's what we're forecasting, somewhere between about 80 and 82 degrees. Not today. Today will stay in the 70s, staying rain-free, but again, those temperatures go up by the end of the week and heading into the weekend as well. Let's talk about rain, because we need it. New drought monitor will come out tomorrow. These are Tuesday to Tuesday readings, just released on Thursday for them to collect the data, and then we bring it to you. But look at, I mean, we're not going to see anything between now and Saturday. I mean, maybe a little sprinkle for parts of the area, but really not looking at too much. It's going to be as we head into Sunday that rain chance. Well, that was a fun show.
That was a fun show. Thank you guys for sticking with us through the good and the confusion, and, you know, all the wonderful things, and the fun, of course, all the wonderful things that come along with rising.
All right. Reset, and we'll see you tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. We have a lot more with weather preparedness week coming, or this week, and of course, we're going to continue to recap those election results and all the other wonderful news and things that you need to know as we continue to ease you through your week.
Have a good one.